Hello, magandang araw po sa ating lahat, sa ating mga kababayan from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Kamusta kayo? Ito na naman po ang inyong lingkod, ang munting tinig ng ordinaryong Filipino. Kung kayo ay bago sa ating channel, huwag kalimutan mag-share, like, and subscribe. Okay? Ito na naman mga kamunting tinig, nag-aalboroto na naman ang mga Duterte Dead supporters sapagkat yung kampo ng mga Duterte nag-sumiti po ng motion pagdating po sa jurisdiction challenge, no? Because the Duterte camp challenged the jurisdiction before the ICC. Pero ang ICC rejects that Duterte jurisdiction challenge. Yan po ay balitang-balita at viral na ngayon sa social media. Kaya kung ano-ano naman ang mga pinapakalat ng mga demonyo ng mga kampo ni Rodrigo Roa Duterte na hindi po nila naiintindihan na ang International Criminal Court ay gumagawa ng desisyon independently. So para bigyan ko kayo ng idea mga kamunting tinig, ang International Criminal Court ay ibinasura o pinawalang halaga yung motion ni Rodrigo Roa Duterte na i-challenge ang issue ng jurisdiction before the ICC Court. Nagpalabas po ng desisyon ang chamber, okay? Lalong-lalo na yung pre-trial chambers. Last October 23, kahapon po yan, 2025, pinangatawanan nila talaga yung kanilang desisyon bilang court authority na kailangan ipagpatuloy ang kaso laban kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte for alleged crime against humanity. Ang mga abogado ni Rodrigo Duterte at mga vlogger, na mga kaalamo, mga bright, mga mango naman, hindi maintindihan ang desisyon ng ICC pre-trial chamber. Sapagkat, mga kamunting tinig, ang chamber, nakikita nila, define that the court can still exercise its jurisdiction in the present case over the crime, alleged against Mr. Duterte that were committed, na kung saan nagawa itong krimen na ito on the territory of the Philippines while it was a state party. Yan ang pinanindigan ng International Criminal Court pre-trial chamber, na kung saan nangyari ang krimen while the Philippines was a member or state party. So, nagpalabas ng desisyon, mayroon pong dalawang pahina na desisyon ang pre-trial chambers. At also turned down, mga kamunting tinig, the defense, to request to postpone an issuance of decision while waiting for the determination of what we call this Duterte's ability to participate in the pre-trial proceeding. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng kanilang mga motion, lahat ng kanilang mga request, lahat ng kanilang mga petisyon, tinabla po ng International Criminal Court. Ayon po sa 32 pahina na desisyon ng pre-trial chamber. Sinabi po dito na binabaliwala din nila yung defense request para po ipagpaliban ang pag-issue ng desisyon while waiting for the determination of Duterte's ability to participate in the pre-trial proceeding. Now, ano po ang pinag-ugatan? Ano po ang pinagbasihan? Ano po ang ibig sabihin ng ruling ng International Criminal Court na kailangan magpatuloy ang case proceeding dyan po sa dahig? Sa pagbabaliwala, pagbabasura ng motion ng mga Duterte na i-challenge ang jurisdiction ng International Criminal Court. So mapag-alaman po natin, mga kamunting tinig, na ang mga abogado ni Rodrigo Roa Duterte, walang iba, kundi si Attorney Kopman na ito, nung mga nakaraan, ay talagang inargued niya po na the precondition of this exercise of jurisdiction in the Philippines were not met. Sabi niya, at the time the pretrial chamber authorized the opening of an investigation way back 2021. Yan po ang argumento ng kampo ni Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Pero ang chamber, ang International Criminal Court, pretrial chamber, sinasabi po na, ewan ko lang kung alam to ng mga Duterte Dehad supporters, kung nagpakagago lang ba to, nagpakatanga-tanga. Sabi po ng abogado ni Rodrigo Duterte, no, ina-argued niya na kung saan the precondition of the exercise of jurisdiction in the Philippines, sabi niya, were not met at the time the pretrial chamber authorized the opening of an investigation way back 2021. Yan ang sabi po nila. Pero ang chamber, sinabi po ng chamber that the prosecution, through the guidance of the prosecutor, matagal na pong sinabi ito, no? In-announce na po ito that she was opening an investigation into the Philippines situation on February 8, 2021 or 2018. Aba, 2018 pa pala, February 8, in-announce na pala ito ng prosecutor na i-open nila yung investigation into the Philippine situation. At mga kamunting tinig, gusto ko lang pong i-emphasize na ina-analyze po nila yung krimen allegedly na nagganap or na-commit sa ilalim po ng state party since July 1st of 2016. So ano ngayon itong sinasabi na ni Kaufman na the precondition of exercise of jurisdiction in the Philippines were not met at the time pretrial chamber authorized the opening of an investigation way back 2021. While ang sinabi naman po ng chamber that the prosecutor in-announce na po ang opening ng investigation into the Philippine situation on February 8, 2018. Tapos, the analyzed crime allegedly committed in the state party last, since at least July 1 of 2016. In the context of Duterte, in the context of Duterte War on Drugs campaign. So, after that, nung nalaman po na kung saan, ay in-announce na po, nung 2016 po ito, nung 2018 pala, in-announce na i-open or buksan po nila yung investigation, abay, kasunod po yan, sinabi naman po na kung saan ina-analyze po yung crime allegedly committed in the state party or in the Philippines since at least 1st July 2016 pa. As far as what we call Duterte War on Drugs is concerned. Then a few weeks later, ang kampo ni Rodrigo Roa Duterte nagpadala po ng written notification of withdrawal from the state youth. Anong petsa yon? On March 17, 2018. Alin ang nauna? Ang February o yung March? So ang sinabi po dito that the Duterte administration submitted a written report, notifying the ICC of their withdrawal. That is what we called, that's happened March 17, 2018. Ano po ang reason nila? Citing the government principle stated against those who politicize and weaponize human rights. Pinopoliticize daw at weaponize ang what we call this, ang human rights. Weaponize daw yung human rights. Even as its independent and well-functioning agency, exercise jurisdiction over complaint and concern arising from its effort to protect the people. So base po yan sa mga katotohanan na i-present sa taas na sinasabi po natin, chamber considered. Ito po ang hindi naintindihan ng mga Duterte Dehad supporters. Kahit sinasabi pa ng mga abogado na walang jurisdiction, ina-argue po pa rin ng mga ng ICC court na mayroon pong jurisdiction dahil ito po mga kamunting tinig. The chamber considered the relationship, there is direct relationship between the prosecutor's announcement of the opening of the case or opening of the preliminary examination and the decision of the Philippines to withdraw from the state suit. Yan ang sabi po ng International Criminal Court. Kaya po nag-withdraw si Rodrigo Roa Duterte dahil po sa pronouncement ng prosecutor na ibubuksan nila yung investigation at ina-analyze nila yung mga crime allegedly committed in the Philippines since at least July 1st of 2016. Pero bago po yan, February 8, 2018, sinabi na po yan na bubuksan po ng ICC na prosecution ang kanilang investigation, preliminary investigation. That is the base upon the above facts, ha? So, dahil matalino ang taga-ICC, sinabi nila that the chamber considered that there is what they called a direct relationship between the prosecutor announcement last February 8, 2018, doon po na magkaroon sila ng preliminary examination, doon po sa desisyon ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas sa panahon ni Rodrigo Duterte na umalis bilang miyembro ng Rome State Youth. So the apparent action is just to avoid compliance with the State Youth. Is what the Article 127 of the Statute read as a whole, no, is designed to prevent. As a result of the prosecution preliminary examination having commenced prior to the vote of the Philippines depositing its written notification of withdrawal form. Kasi ginawa po yun a week later after, no? The exercise its jurisdiction in the present case over the crime alleged against Rodrigo Roa Duterte were committed on the territory of the Philippines while it was a state party. Nagets ninyo? So Duterte was arrested on March 11, na alam naman natin yan. Ito po yung klaro na punto, mga kamunting tinig, no? Ito po ng pinakaklaro na punto na kung saan as a result of the prosecutor announcement or prosecution announcement na magkaroon sila ng preliminary examination having commenced prior to the Philippine depositing or depositing its what we call this withdrawal, no, finds that the court can exercise its jurisdiction in the present case over the crime alleged against Rodrigo Roa Duterte that were committed on the territory of the Philippines while it was a state party. So, ibig sabihin, yung kaso na isinampa laban kay Rodrigo Roa Duterte, may jurisdiction pa ang ICC dahil nangyari po ang pag-file ng kaso bago po mag-withdraw. At there is a direct relationship between the pronouncement of the prosecutor to the decision of the Philippines to withdraw in the Rome State Youth. Okay? Kaya napagtataan po natin na noong March 11, inaristo po si Rodrigo Roa Duterte at sa ganun na araw, dinala po siya doon po sa The Hague. Okay, the ICC warrant, no, Duterte arrest said that the president or Duterte allegedly created, funded, an armed death squad that carried out murder, okay, of purported drug users and dealer. So, dinala po siya sa The Hague in the Netherlands on the same day, March 11. And of course, he was arrested. Hanggang sa nagdesisyon po ang ICC na ipaharap si Rodrigo Roa Duterte via link, no, before the ICC judges. That's March 14. So, there is what they call Duterte confirmation of charges which was supposed to happen last September 23. But of course, it was postponed to a later date citing a request from the Duterte's defense team. So the ICC pretrial chamber has rejected the request of Duterte's defense team for his interim release. Kaya lahat po ng request ng mga Duterte tinabla ng ICC dahil po din sa kagagawa ng kanyang mga anak at tiyangka ng kanyang mga mayayabang ng mga supporters. So sana maintindihan po ninyo na pinanindigan po ng ICC pretrial chamber na mayroon pong jurisdiction ang ICC sa kaso ni Rodrigo Duterte because it was being filed before, okay, the government of the Philippines withdraw or notify the ICC of their what they called withdrawal to the Rome State Youth. Okay? So hanggang sa muli, ito po ang inyong lingkod, ang munting tinig ng ordinaryong Pilipino na nagsasabi, tayo po ay ang mga bagong Pilipino sa bagong Pilipinas. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. And salamat po sa inyong walang sawang panunood at pagsubaybay. Sana mga DDS, huwag kayo na magalit. Pinapaliwanag ko na po sa inyo ang dahilan at ang implication ng ruling na ito tungkol po sa pag-challenge ng Duterte camp or team sa issue ng jurisdiction ng ICC. Salamat at mabuhay.